Welsh will make their return to the Premiership with a fixture against the Exeter Chiefs. And Exeter, well, they've been here before a couple of seasons ago in the Premiership, and they lost on that day. 24-25 was the score. So this could potentially be a little bit of a banana skin for the Chiefs this afternoon.
The move and a little step from Steenson. It's been all Welsh so far. But in the moment that matters, what a debut, what a start for Thomas Waldrom.
Steenson making it look so easy. It's a lovely start for Waldrom, that in your first game, isn't it?
Keep the gap, yeah, hold the 5 gap, yeah.
Looked good from that last angle.
The question is, has he made the line? Very much like the try last night, right at the end of the game. From that angle, it looks like it's there, doesn't it?
Dean?
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine. You can award the try.
Thank you.
Second try for Thomas Waldrom. Second try for the Chiefs. Chiefs beginning to move with some purpose again, and Ewers. And it is rapidly turning in to the perfect start to this new Aviva Premiership season for the Chiefs.
Nicely finished by Ewers. Lovely take by Lees. But ultimately, defensively, certainly near your line when adrenaline has to spike, you've got to do better than that.
A mighty hit in midfield by Sam Hill, and he's stolen it as well. And that sums up Sam Hill's afternoon. It sums up the Chiefs' afternoon. It sums up the new boys' afternoon. Sam Hill, and the Chiefs are going home with a full 5-point stash here, make no mistake.
And to think before the game, we wondered how this young 21-year-old midfield of Hill and Slade would get on against these two experienced, big, powerful units. They've been superb, haven't they?
It was more to do with size. Slade, Hill and Steenson all together. Not the three biggest guys, but they've worked very, very well as a unit, both in defence and in attack.
And Sam Hill may not be huge, but he's stocky and he's a powerful bit of kit, isn't he?
You just see him keep his shoulder in the tackle there, Nick. Really good technique. You get that with a lot of these young kids now. Have been involved in the England under-20 setup, been well coached. Slade looks like a very talented, gifted player, as does this boy.
Right, penalty advantage.
Chudley, ball was beautifully taken and well read by Witten. All about the timing, all about the angle. Just a little bit about London Welsh's defence as well, which has been punctured far too easily for their liking or anyone's liking today.
Well, hey, let's be frank about this. It's a decent angle, it's a nice ball, but he has to be hit first up there. This is about yes, a decent line, but missed tackles. There's got to be somebody covering closer to the breakdown than that. Too many guys watching. He's just bumping off defenders. It's tough for Stegman there in that angle. It's not really his tackle. The defence outside the breakdown, next to the breakdown, is not good enough, not organised enough. If Piriwepu sees that gap ahead of him and no one is marking right next to that breakdown, he has to be the guy that steps forward and makes that hit. He sees it a bit late, and once he does see it, he doesn't make the tackle. But really, you want someone on the side of that breakdown staying there and not moving until the threat is gone.
Chudley.
Time it!
Chase immediately for Arnott, who's only just come on. He's only been on 10 seconds. I think that's a pretty decent way to mark your debut in the Aviva Premiership. Honestly, if it's more than 10 seconds, you can call me a liar. But that is about as stunning a debut as it gets.
Well, it was a fantastic piece of individual skill. The difference between Exeter and London Welsh is when a box kick is called, everyone knows, and the pace of the chase is really top-notch. Chudley puts up a textbook box kick. Look at the chasers. They've got 1, 2, one from the inside. 3 guys there. Eyes on the ball, takes the ball off Stegman, and off he goes. And then has the acceleration to get away from the cover. I think he enjoyed it.
Well, we spent the afternoon talking about the golden nuggets that Exeter are unearthing down there off the academy production line. Another England under-20 starlet, Jack Arnott, and there's another name that we can add to the list.
9 and 10.
He chased hard. He didn't go through the motions. He properly competed for the ball. Did Arnott, and he won it. That's great play. That's basic stuff, but it's great play.
Still going strong. Bota into space. These are the kind of areas that he loves. Times the pass, and he's got the try, but he doesn't even need to bother. Kassam Bota joins the party. He's a scorer on his debut. Chiefs up to 7, and they've got the half-century.
Well, it was so simple, wasn't it? Ball came down the middle. Thomas Waldron waited for the defence to come to him, distributed the ball to the outside, and Bota had the pace and a nice bit of guile to go over. As you can see, look, Waldron could just move sideways across the field. A nice pass, and he just straightens and runs straight. Sells the dummy now. Stegman buys it, goes through under the posts. Easy rugby, well executed by Exeter. It's been the story all afternoon against a defence that barely know each other.
It really does seem that way, doesn't it, Oz? That it should never be that easy to make a break through the middle. And once he's through, the scramble defence doesn't really offer much in the way of a speed bump. It's going to be a tough Monday morning for these Welsh boys, I think, in the video room.
Henry Slade with the extra 2 points. The two new boys linking up. Waldron to Bota. Chip over the top by Roberts, but it was read by Arnott.
No, not in the, not he's landed.
And with time up, that signals the end of London Welsh and Justin Bonnell's first taste of the Premiership this season. Chiefs' biggest ever win in the league, a record-breaking, a heart-breaking defeat for the new boys. They have been well and truly walloped. 52-0.
Rob, that's how you start a season. Now, not too many questions may be asked of you today, but that was still a pretty clinical performance out there.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things right, you know, and I have to give a lot of credit to Ali Heath and our attacks coach. He's worked on a lot of things in pre-season. Kind of kept the faith when it doesn't always go right from minute 1 through pre-season, and the boys kind of rammed it home for him today, really. So I think the combination of our efforts as individual players and how much we wanted to play, as I say, and the things that Ali put together in pre-season kind of came off, and then we showed a lot of fight and defence. I think, if anything, that last minute on our try line kind of epitomised the energy and the effort we brought today, and that kind of moulded everything together for us.
And a full 80-minute performance. I mean, that's obviously something that frustrated you a little last season, but you put that right.
Yeah, I mean, we talked. I mean, we think we're a very hard training side, and we think we're fit. And to do that, you've got to try and wear our opposition down. And it was tough out there for a while. And I know we scored some points relatively regularly, but it was a very good contest for quite a while. And we actually really tried to up the tempo and keep the tempo high, and almost knew that by nearly breaking ourselves, we might break the opposition at some stage, and that's a little bit what happened. I mean, obviously delighted for the effort of the players. They have put in a big stint in pre-season, and for this group as well, you know, because there are a few heads there that are missing, and you know, you could have some doubts over some of the decision making, but you know, they went out there and they stuck at it, and by sticking at it, they got their just rewards.
Nice job, well done today.
Thanks very much.
Here's the table. Doesn't really mean much, only one round done, but Exeter Chiefs top, Northampton Saints second, London Welsh bottom at the moment, but hey look, early doors, they're all going to gel together and it's all going to look good.